Well, howdy ho there. You catch me today in southwest Oregon, heading north. I actually started this morning in Ashland and have worked my way up. You'll see there did another review of another road. The link will be flashing up above you here. And today, this video, I am here to do Cow Creek Road, which is a pretty nice road. If you like kind of barren, hardcore, harsh, but it's twisty and runs through a valley with pretty much no other vehicles, so it's got that. Let's check it out. BMR TV road reviews are not only about the facts and figures, the route map, my impressions, but you get to see it for yourself. So sit back and enjoy. So Cow Creek picks up where Reuben Road leaves off, coming out of Glendale Valley Road in Glendale, Oregon. So if you're heading north along, say, I-5, you can get off in Glendale, cut across, get gas, get a snack, and then head north. Reuben Road then becomes Cow Creek. And the road itself starts out a little bit country residential, and then quickly becomes sort of country road, forest road, and takes from there. So the road itself gets really, really good for a while. As you'll see, shortly up the road here, it is actually some of the most amazing roadway that I've done, other than the bleak landscape, which you'll see. But if it's hot, Cow Creek can be kind of brutal. So mind when you're coming here, there isn't a whole lot of shade, and you'll be seeing that again as this review progresses. Here you can see the aftermath of a long, I don't know how long ago, but forest fire. But you need to keep your eyes on the road because Cow Creek starts to come at you, and if you want to enjoy it, you got to get on it. Pay attention. Some of these roads tend to lead off into the distance, and what you think is a road that's going to be heading off further up turns out to be turning right in front of you. You'll see that too. You've got to be vigilant if you're going to ride this thing in a spirited way. It's really amazing to see the new growth coming in after the devastation of the forest fire. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. Whoa! See what I mean? I was looking past, down the road to the next corner. You're supposed to look down the road, just not down that far, I guess. Yeah, we're not going to stick behind this guy. That didn't just happen. You didn't just see that. Nothing to see here. One thing to keep in mind about Cow Creek is there can be quite a bit of junk on the road. People cutting the corners, but also stuff coming down from the hillside, wildlife and whatnot. There's a lot of spots where you're going to find gravel kind of scattered about, and there are some definite rock slides that come and go. So again, not to be your nanny, but pay attention. Oh, this is some good stuff. I really, really like this road. Look out. Whoop! Access road, crap! It looks like it goes straight, but it turns. It's kind of cool looking, but it can also be dangerous. Rocks coming down here all the time, and they're not small. Through here, Cow Creek gives you this idea that it's this nice green line, little curvy, twisty little mountain road, but don't be fooled. It gets pretty harsh and brutal pretty quickly, especially in the summertime. I mean, it is mid-80s here today. Sometimes I wonder if I should come back when it's cooler, maybe fall. Maybe I'll come back in the fall. I need a bit of a comfort break. Let's check this out. Okay, well, I'm not turning right, because that is all gravel. Left turn it is. Now's where things start to get a bit more barren. This little stretch here, you can see how the trees are kind of off the roadway and up the hill, how they're sort of semi-deforested, you know, between forest fires and whatnot. It just doesn't leave a whole lot of extra trees around. Even off to here to the right, you can see the remnants of a forest fire. We get the occasional bit of shade. You can see a few of the trees are still big enough to offer just a slight bit of respite from the heat. But for the most part, it's just like this, what you see in front of you here. It's just brutal. When it's hot down here. It's just this gully of just sits, and it's brutal. I keep saying brutal. It's brutal. And you know, you're alone, and you can ride in a spirited fashion up to the limit in which you feel comfortable. But pretty, it ain't. Here's a bit of the rocks I was talking about. This is obviously something fairly recent, but even with that protection, it's still all over the road. I mean, just look at those things. Yikes. Yeah, I could have put it in first. That would have been good. You know, it's not like you stopped or anything. Keep your eyes open. I like these kinds of setups. At least they look cool to me. Not sure I want to live with it, but park here and take the footbridge across the stream to your house. A bit like having your own drawbridge. Keep out the riffraff. So hot. So unbelievably hot. Shade. Oh, glorious shade. Keeping me cool. Well, not cool, but slightly less hot. What the heck is this guy doing? Whoa. Come on, dude. That's just way too slow, man. Paid by the hour? Alright, well, break time over. This is kind of the one little scenic... Howdy. This is one kind of scenic spot here. It's obviously you got a little bit of shade to hang out in. But there's a bridge, one-lane bridge that crosses this little stream or river or whatever it is. I'll try to look it up. But it's a decent place to hang out. Get a little nice view, get something to eat. Down the hill for unmentionables. Oh, man, my hands. Can't get my gloves on. Too sweaty. Dang. Have I mentioned that it's hot today? All right, let's go. So, what do I think of Cow Creek? Well, I like it because it's a fairly big road, meaning 36-ish miles or something. So it's decent size, great corners early on, really phenomenal stuff. But it is a bit desolate in terms of scenery and the scenic stuff. So there's kind of a negative against it, and the road service can be kind of not great. But if you want a road where you're kind of the only vehicle out there, Cow Creek is actually a really good one to go with. So if you're in this area, you're heading up or down I-5, I would consider doing it. But you do it once or twice, you might be like me and kind of like, I'd rather find something a little bit neater, cooler to do. But again, as a way to connect and get off I-5, yeah, I'd do it again. Just not when it's this hot. Thanks so much for coming along. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And click the bell icon to make sure that you are notified when new videos get uploaded. If you have any roads that you think I should ride, leave those in the comments below. And if you'd like to support my effort in producing awesome videos, join the BMR TV crew by clicking the support link in the description below. And until next time, get out and ride.